Pregnancy will give you whiplash. You're never gonna be ready. Just take everything with a grain of salt. My relaxed first time mother in Japan, what I'm packing for the hospital video. Hey guys, it's Kimber and welcome back to my channel where I talk about working, living, and traveling here in Japan. Today I am 38 weeks pregnant. Here is a close-up of the bum, and that means that there's basically only 2 weeks to go until it is time for labor and delivery, and I am so excited to meet this little girl. I cannot wait. I'm also getting a little bit nervous, and to help with the nerves, I decided it was time to prepare for baby to come at a moment's notice. So today's video, I want to talk about my hospital bag and what I am packing to prepare for that big day. I really wanted to make a video like this because as a first-time mom in Japan, I really didn't know what to expect. And as any person would do to prepare for pregnancy, I decided to search things online and watch videos. And while I found some good information, I also found that it was limited and very far and few between. There's not that much content out there about being pregnant in specifically Japan. This is just my small contribution to all of the mothers going through pregnancy and getting ready for labor and delivery themselves. In addition to the Japanese side of things, I just kind of want to give my personal experience. I am definitely more of a type A person and I love to prepare and I love to research and I just can't get enough of the topic. And there are going to be so many things that you can find, what to do, what to buy. But actually what I've discovered is that being pregnant is a highly individual experience. And so what you do and what you purchase and what works for you is going to be extremely different compared to the next woman. You don't need all of that extra, for a lack of better words, crap. So basically what I'm saying is don't buy into the hype, don't get influenced. Just do what you need to do for yourself to make yourself comfortable, yourself confident, be more relaxed, go with the flow. You don't know what you're gonna expect. And sometimes no matter how much you prepare, you're never gonna be ready. So this is just kind of my relaxed first time mother in Japan, what I'm packing for the hospital for labor and delivery video. Let's get into it. So first and foremost, let's get the paperwork, the essentials out of the way. Obviously, you're going to need your maternal and childhood handbook. This is going to be the record of everything for you as the mother and your baby that you've recorded since the beginning. Then you're going to need insurance, my number card, and because I'm a foreigner in Japan, I'm also going to take my residence card. Then for my hospital, I have a deposit for the room that I'm going to be staying in. It is going to help me with settling the bill at the finish of my stay. And lastly, if you are looking forward to that lump sum allowance payment, you're gonna need to bring the application paperwork for that because the hospital is going to fill it out after you give birth. So these 4 things are going to be the essential paperwork. Some hospitals are gonna vary. It just depends on where you're giving birth. Now that we have the paperwork and the boring stuff out of the way, let's get to the fun things. So let's start with things for myself. The hospital gave me a list of all of the things that they expect me to bring. I didn't think it was important to pack like unnecessary amounts of clothing. So I'm only bringing 3 sets of clothing: pajamas, loungewear, going home clothes. That's all I need. These are just some basic pajamas that I got on Amazon. Everyone said to get the button-down pajamas for like skin to skin with the baby. This is like a super stretchy fabric and it's super lightweight. It is summer in Japan right now, so it's nice to have something that's kind of like lightweight and flowy, and they are short. So if I am wearing these during delivery, it won't be like super difficult to access to my lady parts. Loungewear. This is my only only pair of maternity pants. I like them because the belly is still big. I know guaranteed these will fit me and they will be comfortable, and in the event that I have maybe a C-section, they're not going to hug me like in weird spots on my hips. So I'm gonna have this and probably just a basic t-shirt to go over it because I'm not at a fashion show. I'm not planning on, you know, looking my best. And of course, I am going to need something to go home in, and I wanted to still look nice while being comfortable. So I have 2 pairs of lightweight clothing. I have some Airism stretchy pants from Uniqlo, and then I have this button down lightweight shirt from Uniqlo as well. And I feel like it still looks nice, but it's not grabbing my body in a way that's uncomfortable or hot. On the list given by the hospital, they require you to bring 2 to 3 pairs of Velcro underwear. I believe these are for during labor and after delivering the baby, and I think it is obvious to see why. This just allows for easy and quick access for the nurses and midwives and doctor to be checking me to make sure everything is okay. You can never have too many pairs of underwear with you, especially after you just pushed a 10-centimeter head out of there and you're probably stitched and bleeding like crazy. In general, if I'm traveling, I'm bringing 2 to 3 extra pairs of underwear with me. So I also decided that it was a smart decision to just pack 3 regular extra pairs of underwear with me because you never know what could happen. The list says that I should bring a pelvic belt. So I decided that I am simply just going to bring my haramaki, this cloth band. You wear it around your midsection. The main function of this is to keep the belly and the baby warm, but I figured it's been really great. It's been really supportive during pregnancy, so I figure it'll have the same function after delivering the baby. A water bottle with a sippy cup straw. Mothers say they like this because they lack the energy to like sit up and, you know, drink from like a cup, whereas like this one you can be laying down and drinking water easily because of the straw. Nursing bras. I decided it's not really important to get a nursing bra, like the bra made for nursing, but instead I am going to bring some bras that I feel like would work as nursing bras. I have this cloth bra here, super light, super flimsy, easily accessible. This could work just fine in my head. In case of leakage, I have this super light, super flimsy sports bra, but the difference is this one actually has padding, whereas this one doesn't have padding. So these 2 light bras, I feel like they're not made as nursing bras, but they could be just fine substitutes for nursing bras. If you've ever lived in Japan, you know that there are a million bajillion of these rags that you can purchase at onsen. They're basically just like these lightweight towels. You would bring them to onsen to like cover your body with or like to dry your body afterwards. I have 5 that I'm going to pack, but I literally have like 15 total in my apartment. I figure why not, you know, fold it in half, put it on your shoulder. This could be a fine burp cloth. I also have extras in case, you know, I'm working really hard during labor delivery and I need Rick to wipe the sweat from my brow. So I'm just gonna bring a bunch of these and hope for the best. Lastly is toiletries. Some people are gonna go insane with this. They're gonna pack all of the things. I just need the essentials. They're giving me shampoo, they're giving me conditioner, they're giving me body wash. What they are not going to provide: a toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, a hairbrush. These things are heavy and they can really add up. So keeping it light on the toiletries for me was very important. Let's talk about what's not on the list that I am going to bring. And first one was kind of shocking to me. Pads. Things are gonna be crazy down there. I felt it was super important to have, you know, big, sturdy, durable pads. Secondly, this is basic, but I'm bringing a plastic bag. This is just for anything that gets dirty that we didn't have time to wash. Painkillers from home, just in case what they give me isn't enough, because there have been situations where I was in pain and what was provided to me was not enough. But it's always just better to be prepared versus having to suffer. So I will be bringing some of my painkillers from home with me. Things that I do not need because the hospital provides it. These are gonna be very basic things. things like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, bath towel, hair dryer, all food, all utensils, all liquids, drinks, that is provided for me. We're talking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then lastly, I'm on the fence about this one, nursing pillows and body pillows. Sometimes I'm a little particular about my pillow. Sometimes the pillows in Japan are not the soft, fluffy ones. They're more of those hard ones that feel like there's like plastic or like rice inside of it. And I really hate sleeping on a rock hard pillow. That will be a last minute decision for me, but it's not a necessity. I don't necessarily need to bring it because the hospital will provide it. All right, that was a very long list, but you know, I am the mama, I am the creator. I need a lot of things to be comfortable and ready for labor and delivery in Japan. But the second most important person is the baby. So let's talk about what I'm going to bring for her. So surprisingly to me, the list was very small for baby. All that the hospital specified that I should bring for the baby is clothes to go home in. Everything else is unnecessary. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, they're a hospital that routinely delivers babies. You would think they have diapers, they have formula, they have wipes, they have clothes, they have everything that you would need. Obviously, I'm super excited, so I did have to splurge and get her a cute little going home outfit and something to take a picture for her very first day in this world. So I got her this cute little plaque. It says "Hello World." And then I got her a matching outfit. So there's this white little hat, and then there is a dress to go with it, and then a small light blanket to wrap her in to take her home. And that's it. That's literally all I'm gonna bring for my baby. The third person in this whole trio, my husband. Yes, I am going to pack some things for my husband. And there are a couple reasons for this. I feel like some people are thinking like, oh, can't your husband, you know, pack for himself? And yes, he could, but right now he is working and I am on maternity leave. So there is really nothing better for me to do with my time than why not just pack some things for him? He'll be less stressed, I'll be less stressed, I'll know that he is prepared, and that will help me in this whole extravaganza. So just as I have for myself, I have also just left it to the very bare minimum of clothing for my husband. So here I have an undershirt. This is just to like easily take his shirt on and off for skin time with the baby, underwear, t-shirts, shorts. So this is it. This is all I am bringing for him in my bag. Of course, there are the things that we are still using every day, you know, chargers, cell phones, earphones. I'm not gonna pack those until the very last minute, but what I have done is I've created like a go list and I put that on my refrigerator, and so when the time comes, we can quickly just go boom, 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 boom. Okay, these are the things that haven't been packed, shove them into the bag, and then we are ready to go. Speaking of bags, I haven't showed you what I am going to stuff all of this into, so let me grab the bag real quick. Okay, so this is my hospital bag. Yeah, it's just a backpack. I see like so many women buying bags for the hospital, and I don't know why in my brain that just makes no sense. We have bags. Why not just utilize the bags that we have here? And this is a Patagonia bag, so it's essentially like a hiking bag. It's really big. It has a lot of different pockets. It's very useful. I didn't see any point in getting a hospital bag. I'm basically just going to fit everything into this one bag. I'm going to put everything in an order so that, you know, what I need right away, it's at the top, and what I don't need right away is at the bottom. Things should be easily accessible while still all being in one bag. After going through everything that I felt like I needed for labor and delivery in Japan, I realized that it's actually not really that different in comparison to my home country, and so it's probably not that different from other places in the world either. It's more just based on, you know, my personal experience and what I felt I was going to need to be comfortable giving birth here in Japan. I'm curious, what did you think? Do you feel as though I've actually overpacked? Do you feel as though I've actually underpacked? Or do you think what I've brought is just the right amount? Thank you for joining me, and maybe we will see you in the next video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!